Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is a commentary 1 versus 1. I'm playing as Suebi and going up against Pontus. So I have 3 Germanic Scout Riders, 3 Spear Levy, 3 Round Shield Swordsmen, 2 Berserkers, 4 Germanic Slingers, 1 Spear Wall, 2 Swordmasters, and 2 Noble Riders. So I'm immediately starting the fight over here with my Scout Riders, and my opponent has 1 Thrail Spear, 1 Noble Blood Cab, 3 Pontic Swords, 4 Eastern Archers, 2 Hoplites, 5 Levy Pikemen, a Chariot, an Eastern Spearman, a Cappadocian Cav, and a Pontic Royal Cav. So I'm going to try to skirmish with his troops here, but he's not going to let me with that Thrail Spear and the support of his archers here. So instead of sitting here and wasting my time, I am actually going to run across the map here with my Cav here, with my Scout Riders. And I'm going to move over a Spear Levy to support them, and you can see he is immediately going to take advantage of this with his Noble Blood Cav and move forward here. Now, he is going to be, holy crap, he's going to be moving forward his infantry. On this flank, I'm going to move over my Round Shield Swordsman and my Spear Levy and my General. Back over here, my Scout Riders are chasing off his Cav at this point. So, my Scout Riders are pretty much more than enough to keep his Cav back. I was going to bring out the Spear Levy to support, but I didn't need it, so I'm going to move it back. You can see how I'm forming up my troops here. I'm getting ready to face off against his. He's also bringing over a Pontic Sword, so that's pretty scary. So I think I will bring over my Berserker here, and I did move my General back there. My Cav is just skirmishing with his Cav, which is exactly what I want. His Pontic Royal Cav are down to 74, and this Cappadocian's down to 79. But I'm not going to let this unit get away here. I'm going to get another volley onto it. And you can see it's already down to 70. And that is a big blow to his cavalry. I need to keep doing that pretty much and just keep these units back. Even if I can just hit like his Pontic Swords or anything around this area is pretty good. Or anything that's a real threat to my units, like a Pontic Royal Cav and a Cappadocian, is more than enough Cav than he needs. He doesn't even need this Noble Blood over here. So he was bringing up his Thrail Spear here, which was I was more afraid of that than this right here. So I'm going to bring up my Round Shield Sword, and I'm going to keep my Noble General right there, but he's going to be smart here, and instead of letting me get into these Thrail Spears, he's going to bring over a Pontic Swordsman, and he does waste some ammo here, kind of. He hit my troops a little bit. This was kind of a dumb charge here, but I went for it anyway, into his units here just to keep him tied down. I should have turned that unit around quicker. I'm going to eat javelins here. But I am going to get into his troops and just tie them down for a little bit and do some damage here. I mean, I get a few kills, like 6, like 9, around there. And I'm going to push back this No Blood Cav with my Spear Levy. And I'm just going to hold his troops back with that unit. And I'm also going to flank around with my Germanic Scout Riders. He's going to be smart here, though. And he's going to engage my Spear Levy, which already gave me its money's worth because it got a Javelin Volley onto that unit. And it's going to keep that unit tied down, so I'm going to bring out my Round Shield Swords, get a Javelin Volley into the back of them, and then I'm going to turn these guys and I'm going to clash with this Thrail Spear. He was smart. He was trying to use it the way you're supposed to use it and use its javelins first, but he couldn't. I wasn't allowing him to do that. Now I'm also going to follow up with a Berserker. I'm going to turn my Spear Levy around and get another Javelin Volley into his troops here and kill a bunch of Cav there. So this Spear Levy is doing great at this point. I'm also going to charge my General in. I'm going to use Headhunt and Frenzy on the Berserker. I'm going to give my General Battle Rhythm, and I'm just pouring everything into this engagement right here. I need to bring down his cavalry, and I need to take out this Pontic Sword. My Spear Levy starts to waver. If I could have stopped that unit from wavering, that would have helped. But you can see now, while he's distracted over there, I'm going to bring up my other troops. And he does turn his pikemen here. No, he doesn't, actually. Well, he does, but he doesn't get them into the fight quick enough. So my Germanic Scout Rider is going to get a bunch of kills on these Eastern Archers here. I actually gave them a movement order out of the fight, but they didn't listen, and I didn't realize that. So over here, I have broken that Pontic Swordman, but when I realized what's happening, and my General is the only infantry unit left, he's going to get hit here with a Cappadocian and a Pontic Royal Cav. So my Round Shield Swordsman is just pretty much going to be left here to die at this point. There's nothing I can do to help it. My Berserker is the really only last thing left. I am going to try to get my General out of here. And I am rushing over his Spear Wall to just keep his troops back even after I lose. So you can see I'm using my Germanic Scout Riders here to kill his archers. That unit is still in the fight there, but... Oh, his pikemen have killed a bunch of them. I didn't realize that. But I'm killing his archers. Now, I went into the fight here. I actually wanted to target these chariots more than the archers, but honestly, whatever at that point. I am moving up the rest of my army here at this point, and my general does make it out. My berserker is going to make a final stand and just keep all these troops back, and that's exactly all I needed to do at this point. He does the smart thing here and pulls out. My round shield swordsman is sadly being destroyed over here. Again, there's nothing I could have done to save that unit. I mean, that's a huge loss to 62 round shield swordsmen. Now, he is turning a lot of focus for that unit, for my Germanic scout riders, so I'm just going to wait for him to turn around. Now I'm going to start plucking at these levy pikemen. I'm going to move up my spear levy, actually, and I'm going to try to use their javelins. That's what I wanted to do, but he's going to be smart here and he's going to move up. I think I get a javelin volley off. Yeah, I do, kind of. Now over here, he's going to crash with my spear levy, so I am going to support with the berserker, actually, instead of the round shield swordsman there. This berserker, once again, is making a final stand. It'll do pretty good, actually, against the cavalry. My general didn't die yet. His hasn't either. But I am actually tearing these levy pikemen apart. And they've taken a pretty big beating. My spear levy is getting absolutely destroyed, though. But that's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm moving some troops over here. I did not want to charge that unit, actually. I will take my noble rider out and fight that eastern archer. I have supported with the berserker, so I will win this fight, actually. I've sent my swordmaster in just to try to get through these levy pikemen as quickly as possible. Same thing over here, but his general is just steamrolling all of my troops, so I have all of my slingers firing on this unit. I actually sacrificed my general here, or he ends up dying here soon. But it was a pretty big blow, but I do take down the chariots here. I get a volley back into the back of these hoplites, and his unit breaks off the field. I thought it happened. No, it hasn't happened yet. My general does end up dying from those chariots, though. Now, he throws in this eastern spearman. That's not a bad idea. Actually, he can turn that fight. I am breaking that hoplite there. My general now dies. The spear levy holds on for a little longer, though, actually. That was very useful. You can see both my sword masters are engaged here, doing all they can. I will take that unit out. I have thrown my spear wall in. I put it into shield screen, but it is just going to get massacred at this point, which really stinks because I would have much rather used it back here, but I'm actually going to have to use my sword master instead. And my other noble rider's just running around trying to get to those archers. I have thrown my sword master into the fight to support there. My general's unit is sacrificing itself to hold back this Cappadocian cav. But he sadly gets into my Germanic slingers that have done very good, but yeah, they've died there. My sword masters are doing all the work at this point. Over here, I'm almost through. I have thrown my cavalry into these eastern archers. They are doing a bunch of damage to my troops. I need to get them off the field. Now my round shield warriors finally get out of their fight with the hoplite and will support with these units here. His unit does come back, which is pretty much terrified me at this point. You can see I don't have much left. It's up to the spear wall to hold for as long as it possibly can, but he's throwing in even more troops here, which he should have attacked my Germanic slingers there. My cav does charge the back of this levy pikeman here, and it's going to take a bunch of casualties and start wavering. I have broken through that unit there, and that unit, those two units are going to break soon. I've taken the eastern archers off the field. He's bringing back his general, like I said before. My swordmaster is now going to go in and try to take out these Therail spears. I have turned my Germanic slinger to fire upon that chariot there, hoping to take it out before it can get into any of my troops here. It's up to the swordmaster to hold. There goes his general there, but his general does not die. That is the problem. His general just breaks off the field. Or doesn't break off the field, but breaks. My noble rider was engaged frontally into these levy pikes, but the reason I did that was so my swordmaster can get free shots into the back of the levy pike, and then I'm gonna get them out of there. I guess I gave them an attack order again. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I'm trying to get them out. My swordmaster is going into shield wall here to try to keep these Pontic swords back, which I can win. It's just going to be a pretty grueling fight there. My berserkers and two round shield swordsmen have finally come out of that fight. That was a pretty brutal fight there. But yeah, they have come out of there. Now he has my swordmaster completely trapped at this point, which is very bad, but my eye is itching. He does a mistake here, and he's going to turn around to receive the charge of my round shield swordsman. I am not going to charge anymore. I'm going to use, once again, I'm just going to throw my javelins, and I'm just going to hold there now and keep the back protected. And this levy pikeman will get chewed apart there. I think I do actually send them in once I see it wavering, but no, it actually has completely broken off the field. My noble riders have joined the fight to try to keep my swordmaster alive as long as possible. I'm trying to get this cav off the field once again. If I can do that, I think I have a chance of winning. My swordmaster is trying to help these round shield swordsmen break these levy pike, but levy pikemen can be used very effectively, and this is what this person did. I was very amazed, honestly, seeing levy pikemen used. I will tear apart this Pontic sword though. It is very damaged, and it is exhausted. It's tired. My units are tired too. And both our generals are off the field, so this is an extremely close game. When I see my round shield swordsman breaking here, even though I've used headhunt, I'm going to turn my berserker around. I was going to send it over here because I think I could have saved it, but at this point I can't. It's down to 53 men. It's done what I needed to do. Now I'm going to use my noble rider after it just got absolutely melted by a volley from the eastern archers there. I'm going to try to get it to support and take them off the field. My swordmaster begins to waver, but his levy pikeman begins to waver. My noble rider begins to waver also, which is very scary. I thought I had lost at this point. I'm gonna run my what's left of my noble riders into the back of this, or into this eastern archer here, just to keep them pinned down. I don't know why it said they were winning. They clearly weren't winning. I killed like half their unit there in that charge, but it's gonna drop my noble rider back to wavering. I have thrown my round shield swordsman to support here. I've broken another unit there. It's now down to this one levy pikeman, which, again, levy pikemen are levy pikemen. They can do a lot of damage, and they can do this, which is what they're doing. They are wavering now. I see his hub is coming in, so I turn my units around to receive the charge again here. And it's going to be a pretty deadly charge here for the hub because my units have a much bigger charge bonus, and they will tear this hub apart. But once the grinding fight begins, his unit will win that there. So he is down to 1 or 2 units. I have a bunch more than him. I'm sending my berserker and my swordmaster, or my berserker just ran in. I didn't tell him to do that. My swordmaster was given the attack order, and that Pontic sword then breaks, and I realize he just has a hublete in that unit back there, so I realize I have won at this point. But that got very close there. Using round shield swordsmen as your main infantry is very scary, actually. But with the support of the berserkers and swordmasters, I was able to come out on a win on top here. So there go the last few units. It was a costly victory. I will agree on that. So you can see my cavalry actually not doing that good. My 2 noble riders did well, but I mean my Germanic scout riders did good at taking his archers out. Slingers not doing good at all, but I mean they took the chariots out and they took cav down. Spear levy not doing great. This one did really good though. Spear ball doing horrible. Round shield swordman doing great actually. Berserker's doing good, and swordmaster doing really good. So his chariot did good. His Pontic swords, 2 of them did good. Cavalry, again, doing great. Eastern archers, 2 of them did good, 2 of them did not. Hublates, 1 doing good. Thrail spear ended up doing good. Eastern spearmen did what Eastern spearmen do best, and that's die. And again, his levy pikemen did pretty good, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.